Everyone in the photograph was counted. The men, the women, the children, all accounted for. But when the photo was developed weeks later, there was someone else standing among them. A figure no one remembered seeing. A figure no one could name. And according to the elders, that figure was never meant to be photographed. Before cameras reached many parts of Africa, elders warned about them, not because they feared technology, but because they believed some things live between moments. And cameras freeze moments. This is the story of a photograph taken in the late 1800s. A photograph that should not exist. And a figure that, even today, refuses to be explained. In 1897, a British survey photographer named Edgar Whitley arrived in what is now southwestern Nigeria. His task was simple: document villages, map land, photograph people. Whitley was known for being precise, obsessive even. He logged every photo, wrote names beside faces, counted people before and after every shoot. According to his journal, on the morning of June 14th, he entered a small village surrounded by forest. The villagers were uneasy, not hostile, just quiet. Several elders refused to be photographed. Others stood far away, watching. Whitley wrote one sentence in his journal that historians still find strange. "They keep glancing behind me, not at me." Near midday, Whitley convinced a village head to allow one group photograph. 24 people stood together. Men in front, women behind, children seated. Whitley counted them aloud. 1, 2, 3, 24. He set up his camera, covered his head with the dark cloth, and just before he pressed the shutter, a child screamed. Whitley looked up. Nothing unusual. No movement, no stranger, no extra person joining the group. The elders urged him to take the photo quickly, so he did. One exposure, one image, and according to Whitley, no one moved until he lowered the camera. The photograph was developed weeks later in Lagos. At first glance, it looked normal. 24 villagers, clear faces, sharp details. But Whitley noticed something odd immediately. There were 25 figures. Standing between two men at the back was a tall shape. Not blurred, not transparent, fully formed. The figure wore no recognizable clothing. Its face was darker than the others. Its eyes looked unfocused, almost unfinished. Whitley assumed someone had stepped into frame, but when he compared the image to his notes, no name matched the face, no villager matched the height, and more disturbing, no one else in the image reacted to the figure's presence. Not a glance, not a turned head. Everyone stared forward, as if the figure had always been there, confused and unsettled. Whitley returned to the village months later. He showed the photograph to the village head first. The man stared at it for a long time. Then he pushed it away and said something Whitley did not expect. "You counted wrong." Whitley insisted he hadn't, so the elder gathered the others. One by one, villagers looked at the photograph. Some stepped back, some refused to touch it. An elderly woman began to cry. Finally, the oldest elder spoke. "You photographed the one who stands where paths cross." Whitley asked what that meant. The elder explained that certain places in the forest were thin, places where spirits did not fully belong to one world. And sometimes they observe. They do not walk. They do not speak. They stand. And when a moment is frozen, they can become visible. Before Whitley left, the elder gave him a warning. Do not show this image often. Do not enlarge it. And never photograph this place again. Whitley ignored the advice. He displayed the photograph during a lecture in England. Audience members found it fascinating, but Whitley began to experience something strange. He wrote that at night, he would wake up feeling watched, that shadows in his room seemed slightly taller than before, and that sometimes when he closed his eyes, he could see the figure's face more clearly than in the photograph. Whitley planned a return expedition. He never made it. In 1901, he disappeared while traveling near the same forest region. No body was found, no equipment recovered, only his journal. The final entry read, "I understand now. The photograph did not capture it. It allowed it to notice me." After his disappearance, the photograph vanished from public records. Only one reproduction remains today, and according to archivists, the figure's face appears slightly different each time it is scanned. Some believe the image is fake. Others say it's coincidence. But elders from that region still avoid photographs taken near old forest paths. They say spirits do not fear being seen. They fear being remembered, and cameras remember everything. So if you ever look at an old photograph and feel like there's someone you don't recall being there, don't zoom in. Because sometimes the photograph isn't showing you the past. It's showing you what noticed you back.